on YouTube? It's Moostang09 or Sean here, and I got another vlog for you today. Today we are talking about some really exciting stuff. So I just got back from Austin, Texas, where the Summer X Games was. Now my company sponsored it. It was the first time they have yet to sponsor, it's the first time they have sponsored the event. Let's just go easy words, not try and get smart and complicated. But it's the first time they sponsored Summer X Games, and it was a blast. We had never been there before to any of the X Games. Typically they're held in like California, so never had a chance to go. But they're pretty awesome. Seeing all the athletes and the amazing things they do on skateboards, bicycles, dirt bikes, rally cars. Let's see, they have the Super Stadium trucks. So the SSTs, those things are awesome. There's like a 14-year-old kid and a 15-year-old kid racing for medals in the X Games, which is wild. They don't even have a driver's license yet, but yet they're racing 600 horsepower trucks, like small stadium trophy trucks. So that was really cool to see. And it makes me want to, when I have a kid, raise my kid to race cars, because that was just absolutely insane, seeing those kids rip around the track and hanging in there with seasoned vets, seasoned pros, man. We got a wreck. There's a car wreck. In my little bitty town, we have a car wreck. Let's see it. Oh, they collided noses. It appears somebody was trying to turn left where they shouldn't have been turning left. So while we were at the event, it's kind of spread out. It was at Circuit of the Americas, which is a really cool facility. If you don't know, it's where they do Formula 1 racing. They do the super bikes there, and then all kinds of just road course racing. Like, it's really sweet stuff. And they had the X Games there, so it's a big area, and they had the events spread out. So one event would be on this side, and then you'd go all the way over to the other side, and it was a walking deal. So you had to walk from one side to the next, and it was hot. It was really hot out there. We got sunburned. I don't know if you can see, I'm kind of looking a little tan, looking a little fresh. And no, your boy Moostang didn't go to a tanning bed. That's not what he does. He goes out in the sun like a real man. Or maybe like a redneck. I have these wicked tan lines on me right now, and it is absurd. Trying to work with tan lines and talk to people and sell them stuff is no fun when you got raccoon eyes. So I got raccoon eyes for my sweet new shades though. I got these from the mall, and they are electric brand sunglasses. They're actually polarized. I got them for like 100 bucks, 120 bucks. So pretty good deal for some polarized glasses. Polarized glasses that will last me for a while. So really excited. I lost my Oakleys about 2 months ago, and that was a huge bummer. I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys or not, but I was really disappointed about that. I lost them while playing golf, so that made the round suck even worse than what I was playing when I lost my glasses. Railroad track, bumpy, check. The first day we went was on Friday, and that day I only took my GoPro in. I read online that cameras with removable lenses, or lenses greater than 3.5 inches, weren't allowed into the X Games. So I figured my DSLR, which has removable lens, wouldn't be able to come in. And so I just left it in the car, or at the hotel. Not in the car, I didn't want it stolen. I left it at the hotel. And I brought my GoPro, which that's fine, because GoPro sponsors the entire event too, and who can hate on a GoPro? So we took a GoPro in, and I got some footage for you guys. We got to see quite a bit of action sports at its finest. Some of the top tier athletes doing their thing and representing for their companies and their cities and stuff. So pretty cool stuff. First day I saw a ton of people with DSLRs, and I was like, how are they getting them in? And I was checking to see if they had special passes or special permission, and that wasn't the case. They were simply just bringing them in. So I brought my Hoonigan cinch bag, and shout out Hoonigan, and took my microphone off the top of my camera so it looked less intimidating and just looked like a point and shoot camera. Stuck it in my bag. They looked right at it, didn't say anything. I got it on in. So I'd snapped a couple of pictures, but I also took some video with it, because video is way cooler than photos, I think, especially when you don't have a telezoom lens that can go from 100 yards away and grab that awesome up close picture. But I did get some cool video footage of the BMX Dirt event, and a few images from, or a few video clips from the, what was it? I don't remember if it was the rallycross or the stadium trucks, but either way, they were both really cool. Also took a lot of video with my iPhone because that takes good quality, that takes perfect quality video, you know? It's high def, and if you turn your phone to landscape mode, it does a full screen. So I did some video with that, and I'll make sure you guys see all of that video footage within this vlog. I also don't know if I have enough footage to put into one video. I think this vlog recap for X Games will be good enough and give you guys a cool idea of what I saw. Also, I've said it before, I'll say it again, if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you hit that follow button. Also on Twitter, I'm getting more active on Twitter rather than just posting links to my videos like it does automatically when I upload a new video. I am actually putting in words, so that's a good thing. Moostang is working the Twitter. You should check it out, at Moostang09. That's awesome. A couple of cool things that also happened at the X Games was after parties. There's always an after party going on. There's always somewhere to go hang out. And Austin is famous, or maybe they're infamous, because it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, for going on 6th Street. 6th Street is a pretty cool spot. There's a lot of bars if you're into that kind of thing. I took it real easy because I didn't want to be hungover or sick or anything like that for X Games. I wanted to enjoy the event for what it was and not have to be powering through it feeling like poop. And plus, just getting belligerent in public is not my thing. There's so many crazy people out there that you give them a wrong look and that could just be bad news. So I just try and stay on my best behavior. 1, I was at a work event, and 2, I didn't want any issues with strangers, and 3, I wanted to have a great time while I was down there and enjoy every minute of it, of my away time from home. So, but we did go to a few after parties. My camera cuts off after a certain length of time, and it's so frustrating. So we'll go back into what I was saying. The first party was a VIP party. It was a rooftop bar called The Summit on 6th Avenue in Austin, and it was hosted by Monster Energy. And all of the Monster athletes showed up, even non-Monster athletes, Red Bull athletes, Ryan Sheckler, Louis Vito, the snowboarder. And Louis, you bumped into my wife, so if you see me again, want an apology, dude. Apology, come on now. You bumped into a woman, or a lady. She's a beautiful lady at that. I love you, babe. Anyways, so Quentin Rampage Jackson was there, Chris Cole was there, Nyjah Houston was there, everybody. I'm sure there were athletes there that I don't even know who they were, like skaters and bicycle riders and things like that. Or, sorry, not bicycle riders, that sounds lame. They're BMX riders, of course. And it was a really cool time. I wish I could have came down on Thursday where Ken Block was at one of the parties. That would have been wild to meet Ken Block and shake his hand and say, man, you're awesome. Would have just been way cool. But I missed out on that. Saturday night, we just went out as a group of friends. Didn't really run into anybody. I like to watch MLG, so Major League Gaming, Call of Duty. I'm a big fan of that. And we actually did run into JCap on Saturday night. JCap and the whole FaZe crew went out and hung out. Oh, that reminds me. Drifter was hanging out with us at the Monster event. A couple of the Envy boys on my camera slide. A couple of the Envy boys. Mr. X was there. T Martin was there. So that's pretty cool. If you're into the Call of Duty scene and you watch those videos, those guys were there. Drifter's a really cool dude. I got to talk to him for a little bit. Met his wife. He met my wife. Awesome guy. And Sunday, no after parties because we went out there, watched the Super Sport trucks, and went home. We had a 4-hour drive home, and we had to stop at the Czech Bakery. Let me tell you guys about the Czech Bakery. If you are in Texas, from Texas, live in Texas, driving down 35 through Texas, and you see yourself going through the town of West, not going west in Texas, but there's an actual town on southbound 35 called West Texas, and you have to stop. There's this little bakery on the side of the highway. It's a gas station, and they get swamped. It's called the Czech Bakery, and they make some of the best kolaches, and they had this garlic buttered cheese bread biscuits. They're like way better. Listen to me here. They're way better than the Red Lobster biscuits. They're amazing. And so we had to stop, of course, and get some of those. Oh, as you can see, guys, I'm wearing my X Games Austin shirt. X Games Austin 2014 represent. That's all I have, guys. Oh, I do have a question. Sorry, that's not all I have. I have a question for you guys. I should put my hands on the steering wheel. It's stupid. Why did I do that? But I have a question for you guys. I am going to do the review of my wife's car very, very soon. I know I've said this, but I'm doing it very soon. I also want to do a ride along with my wife, and I need some questions from you guys. What are you wanting to ask Mrs. Moostang about? Anything. Well, not anything. Keep it clean, keep it classy. She's my wife. But what kind of questions do you have for her? Do you ever get stopped in public because of Sean? No, we don't get stopped in public because of Sean. Just shoot me some questions, you know? What do you want to know about my wife? What do you know about me? We're gonna do a little Q&A with Mrs. and Mr. or Mr. and Mrs. Moostang 09. So make sure to leave a comment or to leave a question in the comment section, so we have some information to go off of when we do this video. Keep an eye out for that video, keep an eye out for my wife's review, and we're gonna finish up my brother-in-law's car. I'm just waiting for him to get it clean again, and he's waiting on me to give him a call and say, hey Sean, let's film my car finally. I'm tired of you talking about it, let's do it. So, we're gonna knock that out for you guys. What's up to all the new subscribers? I like to say that every week. You guys mean a lot to me. I keep seeing that number grow, and like I've said before, that number is not just a number, it's people. And for you to come by and spend your time on my video or on my channel and watch my videos, I really appreciate it. So thanks a lot, once again, for everything you guys do, hitting the like button, sharing the videos, leaving comments. It means the world to me. Also, check out my Facebook page, Moostang09, and I'm gonna post a lot of stuff on that. So thanks so much, guys, for watching. Y'all take it easy. I'll see you later. Bye. Need a new ending. Boy? What is that? See you later, son? Son. You're all my sons. I'm your dad now.
Fans are dialing in. Hashtag XGames exact. Again, these last names, dude. Like you said, he's really showing a little good. Space it out. I mean, they're not getting their eyes on the prize here, but Parsons is Denver 24 and Hampton. But you called it earlier, and you said fight and he came for which seems to be switching up. He's been doing turn up, but then also he's been doing turn down.
Oh my God, bro.
Once again, okay, we have 90 seconds to go. These guys are going to start stepping
here for this third heat. Speed, Pastrana Hartman on the front line. Hartman attacking there as Morrow way back there. Speed dives in. Pastrana and Hartman get hooked to them.
You guys have been seeing the carnage that's happened out there on the course. It looked like they were giving each other plenty.
Let's go. Here we go. Making history here. Jenner out front, entry, Lofton, Gordon, and that right orange strap. Here we go. Looking out front, ball. Right off the bat, no carnage like we saw yesterday. These guys all got their clean. We saw so many pileups in that first turn. I'm excited already. So some gentlemen rules here. They get the jump or the pistol jump. Yeah. Gotta love it.
That is sick.
If they land sideways, that's how they straighten out. Just like we talked about with the RC cars. These things take a beat and keep on going. And ironically, Hittrax is sponsored vehicle right out front with the lead. So we got the 16-year-olds out in the day. That's what we're talking about, the suspension, that little move. Oh, Justin Lofton now in second. Lofton in the first. Okay, Jenner taking that jump for that. As does, that looks like Matt. That is Matt Hunter. but that is option 1. Might have done in that dump truck. We got a green flag. Baumgartner making it there early up the inside. Look at this, getting up on Runyon in the corner, allowing the number 6 car to go on the outside the truck. That's a Runyon. Look at Baumgartner, got a battered nose, but takes a lick and keeps on ticking. Runyon might have some worth of Baumgartner. He dove in. As looking, I don't know if you saw in the back there, Runyon had to forego the rim and went off course, but I don't think he'll be penalized. I was going to say, if you're forced off and you come back on safely and don't get an advantage, just like in Supercross, you're going to be okay. Let's see what the Christians have to say about that now. Baumgartner, he's not being but it's a clean truck, you know, moving on. Runyon's got to be tough right now in that Michigan truck. Just out the road. There you go. And F. Daly making it happen for Mexico. Viva la Mexico. Gold medal in the first ever Stadium Super Trucks race in X Games. And look at that, Robbie Gordon giving the